You're listening to the Mindset School podcast, episode 37. Welcome back to the Mindset School podcast, where we share overcoming stories where God gets the glory as we learn to journey authentically and keep taking that next step that God leads us to. I'm your host, Peggy Easterling. Let's dive right into another essential aspect of transforming our minds on that Roadmap to Freedom series. This is week 2, and we're discussing today being flexible. Hey friends, welcome to the Mindset School podcast with Peggy Easterling, where we learn to smile authentically from the inside out. I want to start today with reading Philippians 4:12 through 13. And it says, I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. This verse reminds us that through faith, we can find contentment and strength, regardless of whatever we are going through, whatever we're facing. But how does this relate to being flexible? Well, life has a way of throwing curveballs, right? Immediately when I think of curveballs, I think of being in a playoff softball game back in the day when I was younger. I generally played third base, but sometimes my coach would put me in to pitch. But I wasn't the star pitcher of the team. Nope. That was a girl named Brandy. Brandy pitched so fast that very few could hit her. Her dad was the coach of the team, and she would practice for hours and hours and try to get better and pitch faster. And boy, I sure was glad she was on my team. So I only had to attempt to swing at those fastballs and practice occasionally. That girl could swing a bat and she could pitch the ball. But sometimes coach would pull Brandy off of that pitcher's mound and put in little old me. Now, I did not have a curveball, but I could consistently put the ball slowly down the middle. So why on earth would the coach pull the fastest pitcher in the league and put me in? Because my pitching style brought the unexpected. My windup was about the same speed as Brandy. So if you were watching just my arm move, then you would expect that ball to come as fast as Brandy pitched it and to go zipping across that plate. But the ball that I pitched would go about the 10th of that speed, and I would strike those girls out. They probably could have swung 10 times before that ball crossed that plate. But what set me apart was my pitching style brought the unexpected. They had gotten into a rhythm and they expected that ball to come quick. My windup didn't match the speed, and that unexpected would strike these girls out one after another. This is the life lesson here. The unexpected things in life have the potential to strike us out. If we're not careful, our expectations will keep our mindsets from staying focused on the results that we want in life and the things that we want to go after. If you're going about your day and everything's going great, but then one thing happens that is completely out of the blue and unexpected, you can allow that one thing to derail your entire day simply because it was unexpected. Now, what is the one thing you're going to walk home and tell your family about and complain about for the rest of the night? It's that one unexpected thing. We have the choice to make when the unexpected comes. It doesn't have to derail us. We can be more flexible in our mindsets. We don't have to be set on that schedule or that expected thing, how we expected our day to go. If we are more flexible, we're more equipped to handle what comes our way. Flexibility isn't about giving up. It's about adapting and thriving in the face of change and not letting negative mindset take over because something unexpected happens. Let's explore how this can be a game changer in your life. Flexibility is like the sails of a ship. It allows you to navigate those winds of change because it is inevitable on the journey of life that the wind is going to blow. The winds of change happen. Here are 3 key steps to embrace flexibility and make it the cornerstone of keeping your mindset focused on your roadmap to freedom. Step 1, expect uncertainty. Life is full of unexpected things. Trying to control every little thing and stress out about it, it's not worth it. It brings stress and anxiety, and it's just not worth it. The way that our minds go a million different places, worried about this, worried about that, stressing about this, stressing about that. Instead, we have a choice. We can trust in God's plan and accept that we can't always know the outcome. Give up control, embrace the journey. John 16:33 says it like this: I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Knowing whose we are and having confidence in our relationship with God gives us confidence in our mindsets that we can go to when the storms of life come our way. Step 2, learn to pivot. Learning to pivot is imperative. Just like that basketball player on the court, when the game changes, he's got to be ready to immediately pivot and turn around. Instead of viewing that change as a threat, see it as an opportunity to adapt and grow. Y'all, YouTube started as a video dating site. And look at the pivot. That pivot led to major success. God equips us with the strength that we need in order to face challenges. Our mindset in those moments when life throws obstacles our way, it is a moment to allow God to be the hero of your story. Allow your mindset to focus on Him and who He is. Allow God to redeem that particular moment in that particular day instead of ruminating on the negative and allowing everything to fall by the wayside. Just because we have a bad moment doesn't mean we have a bad day. We don't have to let our mindset shift. We can make sure that we make the necessary adjustments in order to have that success that we need in our mindset. Step 3 is cultivate resilience. Your ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges is a testament of inner strength. As Christians, we can find that inspiration that we need in these stories in the Bible of these people who were completely resilient. For instance, Joseph, he continued doing God's will when he was thrown in prison. Esther, she spoke up for the Jews even when it put her life in danger. Daniel, he prayed openly in defiance of the laws of the king. We can choose resilience and take action towards perseverance. When my daughter didn't initially get into dental school as she had hoped for, I found a copy of a book that I used to read to her as a child. That was a toy from a fast food chain. It was a little book called Todd and the Talking Pinata. And this book was about perseverance. It's a story of never giving up, keep going, and persevering when things don't go our way. Draw on the wisdom of God. Keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. Flexibility is a skill that can be developed over time by expecting uncertainty, learning to pivot, cultivating resilience. You'll become better equipped to handle life's unexpected turns and twists. Remember, flexibility isn't a sign of weakness, it's a symbol of strength. And our ability to adapt and keep moving forward is a testament to our resilience and trusting in God's plan for our lives. Thank you so much for listening today. Until next time, keep mastering your mindset so you can take the next step God's called you to, and you can smile authentically from the inside out. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss an episode. If you like what you heard, I'd love to know. Leave us a review and share with a friend that could use an overcoming story so they can move closer to their purpose for their lives by renewing their mind the way God intended. Hey, friends. Thank you for listening. You're now done with step 1 of growing together at the Mindset School. Head over to themindsetschool.net and grab my free download where I share 5 tips when you can't hold it together anymore and continue your journey to smiling authentically from the inside out.